The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now.
Good evening, everyone, from Tates Creek High School in Lexington. Welcome to our broadcast of Central Kentucky high school football on Glycon. It is playoff time in Kentucky, and tonight we have a first-round playoff matchup between the George Rogers Clark Cardinals and the Tates Creek Commodores. I'm Keith Elkins. KJ Jones is alongside, and KJ, this is what everybody points toward, and you can forget about those records in the regular season as GRC 0-3 in their district play. Tates Creek 3-0, so they've got the home field advantage tonight, but otherwise looks pretty competitive.
Yeah, it does. We're seeing two completely different teams here. We're seeing a very run-heavy team and a very pass-heavy team, and like you said, once you get to this point, throw those records away. Everybody's 0-0, and whoever loses the game is going home.
GRC 5-5 on the season. They've had some lopsided losses, but also some good wins. They just never have been able to find a consistency as they've gone through the season, but it looks like good personnel, and they're capable of doing some good things.
Yeah, they definitely are, and whenever you have a really strong run game, they can really lead you, especially in the trenches and when it comes to playoff time. So, again, a team with not the best record, but a team that's definitely going to be competitive tonight and has a chance to get that win.
And Tates Creek 3-0 in district play, so they certainly rose to the occasion when they were playing their district opponents.
Yeah, they did, and they were rewarded with home field advantage tonight, and that's something that plays a big role, especially when it comes to the playoffs. You want as many advantages as you can get.
Well, tonight's weather forecast is presented by Suntime Pools and Spas. Good people to know if you have a pool. And it was pretty wet this afternoon in Lexington for most of the afternoon. But right now appears pretty good, and it's 59 degrees. So we might see some more rain as we go through the evening. Temperature not expected to drop too much, maybe into the mid-50s tonight. So that's our weather outlook, and lots of football coming up. So stay with us on our pregame report. We'll hear from both coaches, including George Rogers Clark's Joe Chirico. That's coming up next on Glycon.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you. at bluegrass.kctcs.edu. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world.
We're talking with Coach Joe Chirico of George Rogers Clark, and Coach, you're coming into the postseason at a 5-5 record, and that indicates some ups and downs during the season. But how do you feel about your team right now as you go into this postseason test against Tates Creek?
I like my team. I like the way they work. I like the way they do things. I like my team a lot.
If you had to find something to establish perhaps some more consistency or something that might have turned a couple of those games around, what would be at the top of the list? What would you like to see improved as you head for postseason play?
Anytime you battle all the way to the end, and it's the little things. So we just got to keep working on our fundamentals and doing those kind of things to get better every day.
Mm-hmm. Tates Creek presents some challenges for defense. They've got Burnside, the quarterback, and Evans, a running back, who are really capable of making some big plays. In general, how do you try to approach a team with some playmakers like that?
Wow, it's very difficult. They have speed and size, and it's a big challenge for us. It'll be, they won their district for a reason, and I don't know if we'll have any answers for them. They're that good, and we're going to do our best to come out there and play hard and see what happens.
What about offensively for your team? What do you need to do? What kind of a game would you like to see to have it be in your favor as far as how the game plays out?
Well, I like to see it be balanced, 50-50 run and pass. It just depends on what may present itself for an opportunity for us to generate a run or a pass. So I'd like to see it be 50-50.
You've been around coaching for a while. As you go into playoffs, do you vary your message a little bit as far as what you tell the team as you prepare for a playoff game? Anything that makes preparation this week different than maybe another week?
Well, not really, because we work on, week-to-week basis. We're 0-0 every week, and, we're trying to go 1-0. So that's the message definitely in the playoffs. It's just try to go 1-0 and, play hard, give it your best effort, and see what happens.
Tell me about your senior group as a group. They count on seniors to provide leadership for you, and now it's coming down to if a loss comes, and that's the end of their high school careers. But what do you stress to them, and what do you look for from them?
Well, that's emotional. We've all went through that as a senior in high school, and I like the senior class. They work hard, and they we talk about play every play like it's your last, because you never know. And that's what we asked them to do, and I feel like they do that.
You coached a state championship team at Paintsville, and of course every state championship team's got to have obviously some talented football players, but what else does it take? What is another quality or two that a state championship team or a successful team in the playoffs has to have?
Well, no one ever says it, but you got to catch some breaks and luck in the playoffs. The ball's got to bounce your way, and things like that. But as far as winning it all, it's being a complete team in all phases of the game, kick all special teams and offense and defense, and being able to do all those things pretty well.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. flexible with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep-sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School. Playoff action coming up. George Rogers Clark and the Tates Creek Commodores. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside. Kevin Maldonado is our producer tonight, and Isaac Shoemaker is our camera operator tonight. And let's take a look at tonight's keys to the game. They are presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service. KJ, keys to the game.
Yeah, tonight for George Rogers Clark, first and foremost, it'll be establishing the run game. That's their identity. That's who this team is. They average 228 yards per game in number 4 in 6A. They'll need to have some good secondary play on defense. This is a Tates Creek team with a very good pass game, and they're number 6 in 6A. And then win in time of possession, keep the Tates Creek offense on the sideline, and just try to control the game. And then for Tates Creek tonight, it'll be that efficient pass game that I mentioned. They're averaging 188 yards per game, again, number 7 in 6A, and they're actually second to last in the rush game, so that's not something they can lean on too much. They have 2 amazing receivers in Luke and JT Cooper. And then protecting the football, they have 18 turnovers on the year, and that's almost 2 per game. And in the playoffs, every possession is valuable, and you can't afford to give any of them away. And then last, loading the box on defense. Again, this is a George Rogers Clark team that's number 4 in 6A in rushing, and they're a very run-heavy team.
All right, those are the keys to the game presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. This broadcast is copyrighted by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of the KHSAA and Glycod are prohibited. And we'll continue with our pregame report in just a moment. Coming up next, it's our conversation with Coach Jonathan Hawks of Tates Creek. Right after this on Glycod.
Paramedics do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you by donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Mathnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Mathnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Mathnasium, we're changing lives through math.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Talking with Coach Jonathan Hawks of Tates Creek. And, Coach, you're coming off a regular season in which you won all 3 district games. What was the key to that good stretch of play for your team?
I think just, first and foremost, I want to give credit to the players and coaches for just understanding the importance of trying to, we've kind of set that as a standard, within our program. We, as soon as I took over in 2022, we knew it would take time. We got some teams in our district that are becoming better and better each year, and we just, we want to rise to those occasions anytime those opportunities come. And so I credit the coaches and the kids for just locking in to make sure that we still take care of the things that we need to, that's necessary in those moments. But, at the same time, preparing for those games, I was hoping to kind of get a couple more with some of the tough stretches we had at the beginning of the year. But the coaches and kids came together and really made sure that we took care of what we set out to do from the beginning of the season.
Your quarterback, Darnell Burnside, has passed for over 3,000 yards in his career. How has he progressed as a quarterback? How have you seen him develop as a quarterback?
Yeah, I think Darnell has come in, and I think the main thing is being a 2-year starter and not really having the same abilities as some of the other kids that's maybe in his class has had a coach who's been, there with them the whole entire time to really get them developed as a quarterback. I think Darnell being with me the last 2 years and throwing for 3,000 yards, I mean, I can't, put into words or describe how much he's just locked in to let this be something that he's kind of grown into for our team and helped us win some ball games along the way. So I'm proud of Darnell. He's very confident, and I think that'll continue as we go into the playoffs.
B.J. Evans is another of your offensive leaders, and tell me about his senior season, how that's gone for him.
Yeah, it hasn't gone as quite as great as he wanted it to go naturally. He come off an 1,800-yard season, and he worked so hard on his body this offseason, and we get into the first part of the year, whether it be scrimmages or the first couple of games, and he's had some injuries that's just kind of gotten in the way, and he's done everything that he can do to try to fight through those injuries. But a lot of the times, I'm thinking about the kid's future more so than what we can accomplish, as a high school program. Sometimes, you just start thinking about the well-being of your kids. And so some of those injuries, I'm like, man, we have to nurse them and get them healthy. But some of the other injuries that might affect his long-term career, you have to also be mindful of those things. And so we've been very patient with BJ this year, really trying to get him to be at his best. And so we sat him last week and in hopes to get him back this week. And so he'll be playing, and he's hungry. He feels good. He feels better than he's felt in a long time. So I think just us preparing him to get his body back to feeling the best part of himself, I think that'll help us in these playoffs too, because he'll get back to running that ball the way we know he can do.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your message to the team as the coach when you get to the playoff time. I mean, this can be it for your seniors at any time, but what do you stress to them as you get ready for a postseason game?
I just tell the kids I love them. I tell them I love them, and every week it's a 1-0 week. We can't focus on next week. We got to focus on the now. We live in the moment, so we practice on Thursday mornings, and we really hit it hard about how much we should love each other and the brotherhood that we share. And so I take ownership of a lot of the things that have happened during the regular season as a head coach. I take that on full speed. But as we talk about going into that first week of the playoffs and the stretch we've been down, you reflect, and then you push forward. And that's the message I've given to my kids all week is we reflect on what we've done great, reflect on what we've done good, and also reflect on what we've done bad. And you wrap all of that up in one, and you go into this week 1-0 with the mindset that this could be it, but we don't regret anything. You just fight forward and you finish strong. And so that's the message I've kind of laid out for my kids, my coaches, and everybody else. Just, we got to fight forward. That's where we are this week.
Well, thanks very much, and good luck tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Game time approaching here at Tates Creek High School. Good to have you with us tonight on Glycod as we begin the postseason play for 2025. And it's time now to take a look at tonight's game plan. It's built by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville. The right decision for your home. And when it comes to game plan, KJ, what are these coaches stressing to their players tonight?
Yeah, tonight for George Rogers Clark, it's really slowing the game down and creating takeaways on defense, getting some interceptions, because when you slow the game down, it keeps Tates Creek's offense on the sideline, and then they also throw the ball a lot, and they're prone to throw some interceptions, so you really want to get some takeaways. And then for Tates Creek tonight, it's creating big plays in the pass game, because that's their main identity of their team. Not very good rushing, very pass heavy, and then keeping the GRC team playing behind the sticks. This is a very rush heavy team, and when you get this team in a 3rd and 7 and 3rd and 8, it really makes it hard to convert when you're such a run heavy team.
All right, those are the keys to the game, or the game plan, I should say, built by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, the right decision for your home. And we are just a few minutes away from game time tonight as we begin the postseason part of the 2025 high school football season in Kentucky. KJ, your male team went all the way back in 2015. Do you remember your thoughts as you started out on the playoff trail?
Yeah, for sure. It was always an easier team in the first round, so we always made sure to get warmed up and get prepared for that game. And then I'm pretty sure second round, I think it was Trinity, and that was a close game. We won by a missed field goal. And I remember hearing Coach Hawks talk about Coach Chirico talk about you need a little bit of luck and the ball to bounce your way a little bit, and it brought out that thought to me of you do, because like I said, we won off a missed field goal in that game, and yeah, you just want to be prepared each and every week and going all out.
Yeah, as he said, you got to catch some breaks if you want to get deep into the playoffs. We are approaching game time here, and we'll have it for you in just a few minutes. We do want to take our final pregame break, and we'll be right back and have the start of tonight's ball game for you in just a moment here on Glycod.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College, college for your world. Manowar Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. New Vista, we see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football.
Captain's coming to midfield as we're just about ready to get this one underway. KJ, we had a lot of rain this afternoon, but we hope we can escape any further rain. And, of course, earlier in the week they were talking about thunderstorms, and we obviously don't want to see any of that tonight. But as it is right now, a pretty good evening for football.
Yeah, this is excellent football weather right here. Not too cold, not too warm. And I wouldn't mind the rain, but definitely no thunderstorms tonight. We don't want any delays or any cancellations. I think we're in for a good game here tonight.
That's right. Want to stay on schedule. We see B.J. Evans, one of the Tates Creek captains out there. He had a fabulous year last year. This year has been limited some by injuries, but he is still a threat and one that GRC will have to be conscious of all the time, even though Tates Creek has become more of a passing team now.
Yeah, he definitely is a threat. Again, as you said, he rushed for 1,800 yards last season, and this Tates Creek team, again, they're second to last in 6A in rushing, but that's in partly because, as you said, B.J. Evans was hurt. So if you're game planning and looking at the numbers, you're thinking this team can't run at all. But if you know what B.J. Evans did last season, you know to definitely prepare for him.
Also see both of the Cooper twins out there as captains. They are receivers, and they have combined for 88 catches coming into this game, so they are threats on either side.
Yeah, they are, and this team really has weapons everywhere. You have Darnell Burnside, a guy that can really throw the ball. Again, B.J. Evans can run it, and then you have the Cooper brothers on the outside, so really threats all across on the offensive side of the ball.
So Tates Creek has won the toss, and they have deferred. So it'll be GRC getting possession, and for GRC, of course, much less oriented toward passing. We'll see some tight formations, a little bit of an unconventional look for 2025, but that's where they're most effective.
Yeah, for sure, and that's what you have to do when you're running so tight. You have to be lined up. Your splits have to be lined up a little bit closer, and this is the team that doesn't throw too much. Again, this is completely opposite teams. This GRC team is one of the last in pass games per game, but actually are pretty close to the top in rush yards per game.
Well, the rest of the Commodores coming onto the field here at Tates Creek High School tonight. We appreciate you being with us tonight as we open up postseason play, and open up postseason play as far as these two teams are concerned. But a lot of games already have been played. Some moved to last night because of the potential threatening weather for tonight, and there were some games that were played last night. In fact, the Madison Central, a winner last night, and the winner of this game will meet Madison Central. If Tates Creek wins it tonight, they would play Madison Central here. And if GRC wins tonight, they will go to Madison Central as playoff trail continues next week. And so these Thursday night winners, they can sit back now, and they've got their first game out of the way and now see who the competition is.
Yeah, it also gives them an extra day to get some rest in, too. So really big right there.
Commodores come into the game with a record of 4-6 on the season. George Rogers Clark coming in at 5-5, 0-3 in their district play. The Cardinals were in 6A class, or District 8 in Class 6A. And the Commodores 4-6 on the season, but 3-0 in their district. They were in Class 6A District 7 and got all three of their games. So, as we mentioned earlier, they rose to the occasion in district play, and they have earned this home field advantage. And they'll see if they can take advantage of that tonight as the teams take the field. And kickoff is coming up here at Tates Creek High School. Matthias Morris is back deep for GRC. Braylon Hester also back deep. It'll be Love to kick off for Tates Creek. And we are underway, and it'll be Nestor at the 20. Coming up quickly at the 30, the 40, and brought down just short of midfield. So Braylon Nestor gets the Cardinals off to a good start.
Yeah, and that's exactly how you want to start off a road playoff game. Some good momentum, just about to midfield, giving your offense some good starting field position for the game.
So now we'll see the Cardinals offense take the field following the good kickoff return. They're in good position to get a good start now. Good field position on this opening drive. Haddon Cecil comes wide right for GRC near the bottom of your screen.
And this GRC team will want to come up with some stops tonight, allowing 31 points per game so far in the season.
Here is the handoff. And breaking through and down the right side, a long run. Down the right side toward the end zone and finally knocked out of bounds at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and striker Davidson running right through the defense right there. And if you're Tates Creek, you're going to have to get some kind of push. The defensive line just getting scooped right there, and the linebackers not doing a good job filling the holes.
That was striker Davidson, a senior. 6'1", 215. He's got 544 yards rushing this year, 63 carries, 5 touchdowns, and just about broke that one.
And immediately, George Rogers Clark's run rather the number 4 rushing team in 6A, again averaging 228 rush yards per game.
Ball inside the 10, and now here is Nestor with it. Straight ahead he goes, and down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and just so many different guys that can run the ball for this George Rogers Clark team. Going to make it real hard for Tates Creek.
So at the 2-yard line now, it'll be second down and goal for George Rogers Clark, hoping to break out on top. They got a nice return, and then the long run from Davidson.
And if you're Coach Chirico, I really don't think you could ask for a much better start. I'm already almost punching on the goal line here.
And now the ball gets away, and they'll have to just fall on it. Davidson fell on it back around the 10, 11-yard line.
Yeah, and I think I may have jinxed them right there as soon as I said about how good of a start they have. They have a bobbled snap right there and pushes them back to a 3rd and long on the goal line.
Yeah, make it the 16 now. No, it is the 11, and it is the 11-yard line, so 3rd and goal, and now a whole different situation for GRC. Again, they send Cecil to the right. And the snap, and Nestor. He's going to keep it this time, starts around the left side, and is brought down over there by Warren.
Yeah, a really good fake right there, but a good tackle right there by Lazare Warren, not letting him get to the outside right there and bringing him to a 4th down.
A 4th down and goal at the 9, so pick up just a couple of yards on that one. Let's see what they do here.
And this will be an excellent goal line stand for this Tates Creek defense if they're able to stop them here or even hold them to a field goal.
Yeah, they had to turn them away, and now it looks like we'll get the field goal unit. And that is Moss coming in to apparently try the kick, or rather Wyatt Jackson. Levi Moss also does some kicking for GRC. So 26-yard attempt. And the kick is up, and it is no good.
And this Tates Creek defense comes up with a huge stop.
Yeah.
George Rogers Clark getting it to the 2-yard line, and Tates Creek keeping them from scoring any points.
So they do turn them away here with 9:08 to go, first quarter. No score on the board, and a big threat by GRC after a nice return and then a long run, but Cardinals couldn't punch it in, and now the Commodores will get a chance on offense.
And those are valuable possessions in the playoffs. You have to come up with some points if you're Clark, especially when you're facing such a high-powered offense as Tates Creek here on the road.
So here come the Commodores, led by Darnell Burnside, the quarterback. Some impressive numbers by Burnside on the season. Got Taylor in motion. Burnside has it and flips it out to the right side. It is caught out there, but immediately swarmed on and not much available.
And that time it was JT Cooper. Looks like they were trying to get him on a screen pass right there, but Clark doing a good job sniffing it out and actually tackling him for a loss right there on the first play.
JT Cooper, 53 catches on the season coming into the game. Loss of a couple of yards on that one. 2nd and 12. They had a whistle and a flag just as the ball was snapped.
And it looks like Clark was bluffing some pressure right there. I think that may have caused a false start right there on the Tates Creek offensive line. Not a very good start here on the offense as you lose some yards on the first down and then also a 5-yard penalty to push you back even further.
No score in the ball game. 8:22 to go, first quarter from Tates Creek. Second and long for the Commodores.
And it looks like Clark bluffing the blitz again right there.
Again, Taylor in motion, and again he fires out to the right side, and it's J.T. Cooper out there. But
yeah, and it looks like they were bluffing the blitz and decided to back out and played a little bit of underneath coverage. And good job right there by number 6, Landon Belcher, playing the underneath out route right there, not giving Burnside anywhere to go with the football.
So they don't connect on that second down play, and now third down. They're down to about 17 yards to go. So tough going so far for Tates Creek on offense. It's a very potent offense, and so good work so far by GRC.
And again, you see how the linebackers are playing up close to the line of scrimmage. Time to decide to bring one.
Here's Burnside running out to the right now, fires on the run, and that one's out of bounds and incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like he's intended for his receiver, Marcus Hale, but unable to connect right there. And just not a good starting drive there for Tates Creek as they actually lost yards on their first possession.
So 4th down play for the Commodores. Now we'll see the substitutions. Luke Cooper is the Tates Creek punter. Haddon Cecil back deep for GRC, and he's standing on Tates Creek 45.
Again, looks like this GRC team may have some good starting field position on this possession.
Cooper gets it away. Cecil retreats and watches it go out of bounds. We'll see where they spot that one, but it'll be excellent field position for GRC wherever it is.
Yeah, close to the same field position as the first starting drive, just this time on the opposite side of the 50. And again, excellent field position to start off. See if they're able to capitalize. Last time just with a botched snap in the red zone that just kind of derailed the drive right there.
So they're on the 47-yard line in Tates Creek territory. They send Gunnar Martin out to the left, to the top of your screen, and Haddon Cecil to the right. And the snap, and Nestor hands it off. And that's Davidson again, getting up to the 44-yard line, down to the 44 in Tates Creek territory. Striker Davidson.
And when you're run heavy like that, those are runs that you like on first down. Just stand ahead of the sticks. Pick up a couple more yards on this next play, and then you're looking at it maybe a 3rd and 3, and that's exactly where you want to be at.
Second and 6 Cardinals, and once again it's Davidson gets the call, goes around the left side, got first down yardage and more, and finally is wrestled out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, good job right there getting to the outside. Defense not able to hold the contain and ran right through the defender right there, Sean Taylor on the edge.
Now to the 28-yard line in Tates Creek territory. So once again, playing in that end of the field. They send Cecil to the right and Martin to the left. And a handoff to Belcher. Belcher takes it this time, his first carry, and he's down close to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, again, getting to that outside edge, and they're starting to see some success once they're bouncing it to the outside. That inside of the defense is clogged up, but finding some running room on the edge.
Belcher, 185-pound sophomore, 47 carries on the year coming into this game, 326 yards and 6 touchdowns. So he's carried some of the workload on that GRC offense.
And whenever you can get good runs like that on first down, 4- and 5-yard runs, it really opens up the playbook and can start to hit some play actions on 2nd and 3rd down.
Snap, and this time Nestor will keep it there after him and got him from behind.
Yeah, and number 26, Skylar Payne getting right back there, or actually Damon Griffin getting right back there to make the big tackle.
Yeah, he was in there in a hurry. Made a big play for Tates Creek on defense, and that puts the damper on the GRC drive, and now they're faced with a 3rd and long, about a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and again, when a team that's so run-heavy as this GRC team, they get backed up into these 3rd and 8 situations, it really makes it tough on them because they don't pass very much, and now that you're in must-have pass situations or not too many runs that can pick you up 8 yards on 3rd down.
From the 26. And the handoff, and nothing much there. Davidson stopped by a host of Commodores.
And real good job right there by the Tates Creek defensive line, getting an excellent push right there. Looks like they brought in a heavier package, more defensive linemen, and able to really clog up that inside and bring up a 4th down for this GRC team.
Barry and Dean in on the stop along with some of his teammates. And now 4th and 8. Ball still at the 26-yard line. Check it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 26. And now on 4th down.
Yeah, no safety help over top here for Tates Creek.
And the pitch to the right and around the right side. That's Davidson. He got down to about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like they were able to come up with another stop here. Actually,
they did get the first down.
Yeah, I thought he may have came up just a bit short.
Looked like he had, but he did a little extra effort there and got to the 1st down yardage. And GRC retains possession, and now they have a 1st down at call it the 17-yard line.
Yeah, and just an excellent play call right there from GRC, going with the option right there and just being able to out-leverage that Tates Creek defense and get to the outside to pick up the 1st down.
Davidson in that backfield along with Nestor.
There you see, it looks like Tates Creek bringing some pressure here.
Now this time Davidson leads the way as Nestor carries the ball around the left side. He goes, headed for the corner. And he is near the goal line, but knocked out of bounds down there.
And that time a blitz call right there, but just the wrong call on that play right there as you see Davidson able to get to the outside there and just about score a touchdown.
Lazaire Warren, and now they have less than a yard to go to get on the board. No score in the game. The snap to Nestor. He's going to take it again, looking for room around the left side, and this time he is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that seems to be what's working so far for this GRC team, getting to the outside. Just about all their big runs have come on outside plays.
Braylon Nestor, his 11th touchdown of the season. That is a Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown. And as you take another look at it, it is putting GRC in the lead with 3:20 to go in the 1st quarter. Nestor with the run from a yard away. And now we'll see the extra point try. Gunnar Martin with the hold. And the kick. And it is good. Levi Ross with the kick for the extra point, and the score with 3:20 to go in the 1st quarter. It is George Rogers Clark 7 and Tates Creek nothing. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones back at Tates Creek High School, and GRC pretty impressive with the way they've been able to move the football. Came up empty on that first opportunity, but cashed in the second time.
Yeah, and they were able to pick up a big fourth down conversion there on that drive, and then it ended up leading to that touchdown. And again, as I was saying, just whenever they're able to get to the outside and get on the edge of that defense, seems to be what they're finding the most success at. So I'd expect them to start attacking that a little bit more as the game progresses on.
So Wyatt Jackson will kick it off for GRC. Tristan Taylor back deep, standing on about his 10-yard line. Here comes Jackson, and the kick is on the way. A short one, picked up over near the 28-yard line, up to the 30 and 33, 35, and out of bounds over there. And that's where Tates Creek will start.
Looks like it was the tight end, J.T. Cooper, right there on the return.
At the 36, that's where the Commodores will start with the clock running and under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 7-0 lead on the board for George Rogers Clark. And now we get a whistle, and did we have a timeout, or are we just checking something between officials? Officiating crew, referee Ryan Whitford, umpire Kenny Goodman, linesman Cameron Abel, line judge Kevin Bruce, and the back judge is Darren Bray tonight. And the snap and a handoff to Evans, and they are right there waiting for him. Cole Rose was in there for GRC.
And just a complete whiff right there for the offensive line. Just nowhere for Evans to go on that play right there.
Alex Rayborn also in on the stop. They'll mark that as a loss of 3. Second down and 13 coming up from the 33-yard line in Tates Creek territory.
And now second down on their second possession. They have yet to pick up a positive play on offense. Some they're going to have to change around here if they want a shot to win this playoff game.
Marquise Hale comes to the left side for Tates Creek. Tristan Taylor off to the right along with Cooper. And now the pitch forward as Taylor comes across, and he weaves his way up past the 40-yard line to about the 43-yard line. Tristan Taylor showing some good speed. Trip Cecil in on the stop for GRC.
Yeah, really versatile and a lot of different cut moves right there. Able to make some defenders miss and able to put them back in a third and manageable position after they were backed up to a second and long.
Now down to a 3rd and 2 from the 44-yard line. Tates Creek working in its own territory, trying to even things up here in the first quarter. They're down by 7. And the snap, and Burnside has it, goes long over the middle, and it is caught out there, 23-yard line, down close to the 20. That's Tristan Taylor with the catch.
Yeah, Tristan Taylor right there running the seam route, and Burnside seen that he had a linebacker on him with his back turned towards him, and every quarterback knows to just throw that one up, and giving his guy Taylor a chance to make a play on it, he comes down with it.
Excellent speed for Tristan Taylor, 56 catches on the year for 636 yards and 6 touchdowns coming into this one.
Yeah, and every time Burnside sees a linebacker matched up on Taylor, he's going to take advantage of that every time. It's the guy that this GRC defense is going to need to account for.
Burnside hands it off to Evans, looking for room, but not much there. Thompson on the stop for GRC.
Yeah, not much running room on that play right there either, and defense doing a good job corralling to Evans right there on that play.
A slight loss. It'll be second and a little more than 10. Out from the 25-yard line. We'll call it second and 11. There is Burnside, stops, throws quickly out to Cooper. Cooper down to the 20 and inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line. J.T. Cooper.
Yeah, again, hitting him on that screen pass right there and showing his big playability, getting some good yards after catch right there. I'll assume you keep throwing the short screen passes, getting the defense to come up and commit, and then later on in the game is when you start hitting the deep shots.
Burnside, an experienced quarterback. Do we get a timeout?
I think they're just going to let it run to the end of the quarter here.
Okay. Got final seconds running off in the first quarter, and we have come to the end of the first quarter with the score, GRC 7 and Tates Creek nothing. We'll be right back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Keith Elkins, KJ Jones coming to you on Glycod from Tates Creek High School, GRC and Tates Creek in a first-round matchup. And, KJ, your impressions from that first quarter?
Yeah, it was really a quarter that GRC was really taking control of, but as it started to go on, you started to see Tates Creek with some momentum as they're starting to knock on the door of the red zone here and potentially put some points on the board.
Tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics programming on Glycod. A third down play coming for Tates Creek. Taylor in motion, and the pitch forward to Evans. B.J. Evans working his way through the left side, gets down close to the 10-yard line. That'll be good for a first down.
Yeah, nice pitch to the outside right there. We've seen him on some inside zone runs, and that time able to get him to the outside and able to pick up a little bit more yardage.
So they are now at the 11-yard line, first down for Tates Creek. Good run by Evans that time. They send Luke Cooper out to the left, to the top of your screen, along with Taylor. The snap to Burnside, again to Evans. Got some room through that right side, battling toward the goal line.
It looks like he came up just short right there, but you're seeing B.J. Evans starting to get going here.
Yeah, he was very close to that goal line, and if they can get him going, he is a high potential running back. He had a huge year last year for Tates Creek, bothered by injuries some this year, as we mentioned in the pregame.
And the fact he wasn't able to do what he wanted to in the regular season, this is a guy playing with a chip on his shoulder here in the playoffs.
So first and goal from the one. They give it to Evans, and he's going to be stopped this time. Several Cardinals in on the stop.
Yeah, and good job coming off the edge right there. It looks like
Belcher, I think, was in on there.
Yeah, it looks like Davidson got there first to stop him, and Belcher and the rest of the guys came in to bring him down.
Big play by the GRC defense. Loss of about a yard on that one for Tates Creek, and now a second down play, second down and goal. Burnside wants to throw, coming to the right side. Now he's in trouble, scrambling, and did he get rid of it?
Looks like it could possibly be intentional grounding, and that's the worst thing that could have happened right there.
Oh, yeah. Loss of down and a big penalty. No, he did call intentional grounding. We'll wait till they step it off here, but Tates Creek going in the wrong direction now.
Yeah, it's just a play you can't have at this point in the game when you're on the 1 yard line. It's going to end up being a 19-yard penalty and knocking you almost back all the way to the 20.
Yeah, they were really knocking on the door there at the end zone, and now 3rd down and goal from the 18-yard line.
You're going to need some good protection right here if you're Tates Creek.
Taylor in motion again, and Burnside's going to throw to the right side, and the catch in the end zone is made by J.T. Cooper.
And it doesn't really matter when you get a big penalty right there when you have a big-time receiver like Cooper that can just go up over the defender and catch the ball. And you see the connection between Burnside and Cooper right there, and why these guys have connected for so many touchdowns over the years.
They certainly have, and that time Burnside put it up there, gave his receiver a good chance to make a play, and Cooper certainly did. So it's 7-6 now, and we'll see the try for the extra point that would tie it. It's a Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown, and now let's see if the Commodores can convert the extra point.
Yeah, J.T. Cooper, 6'4", 195, and used every bit of that frame to go up and get that one.
And the snap slips through the hands of the holder. And Blake Hitchcock ends up with the ball right in his hands, and that's not where the kicker expects to see it. But he took off running, made an effort for it, but no good on the extra point. So that leaves it at 7-6, 10-16 to go in the second. We'll take a break, come back with the kickoff in just a moment on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Tates Creek gets a touchdown to cut the lead to 1 to make it 7-6, but looked like the snap was a little bit high, but it slipped through the hands of the holder, and the kicker was left with nothing to do but take off with it.
Yeah, a couple costly mistakes on that possession right there for Tates Creek. Burnside taking the intentional grounding penalty. Luckily, Cooper was able to make up for it and get the touchdown, but then you have the botched snap on the field goal, and that could potentially be big as the game goes on.
Now the kick. Martin has it. Comes up, spins through a tackle at about the 15, but then is tackled right after that. And so it'll be at the 16-yard line where GRC will get started.
Yeah, and big J.T. Cooper coming up with the hit right there on the kickoff just after he caught that big touchdown pass.
Now the GRC offense back on the field. They'll send Morris wide to the left down toward the bottom of your screen. They've got Nestor in the backfield ready to take the snap, and it's like Belcher there next to him. And the snap and the handoff to Belcher. He hits into the right side of the line and pushes it up to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, running with some good momentum after the handoff right there, and getting to stand ahead of the sticks. When you get good gains like that, it just opens up the playbook. Again, a 2nd and 4 right here. Let's see what play call they decide to go to.
2nd down play, 2nd and 4. Nestor waits for it and has it and gives it to Belcher again. He hits into that right side and looks like he's got enough for a 1st down yardage.
And some good running. Start the drive off here from Belcher.
Landon Belcher, 47 carries, 326 yards rushing on the season, and has scored 6 rushing touchdowns. He was featured on that first segment and got him a 1st down. 1st down at the 29-yard line. And the snap on 1st down. Nestor keeps it, Tries to come to the right side and then tried to reverse direction, get back up the middle, but couldn't get there. Again,
really
Damon Griffin.
Yeah, good tackle right there from Damon Griffin. Yeah, didn't give him anywhere to go in that play.
So at the 29, 2nd and 10 now. No gain on the play. Nestor has it and then hands off. And then the ball gets away. Didn't hear whistles until late.
It looks like it may have been a fumble and GRC picked it up. Not too sure.
Yeah, so it'll be 3rd down and short now, but that one did get away. So now 3rd down play for GRC as they try to advance out of their own territory. Leading 7-6. We've got 7.5 to go before halftime. The snap, and again it's bobbled. Well, that one's loose.
We've seen a lot of bobbled snaps here to start off the game from both teams.
Davidson giving credit for the recovery for GRC, so they do retain possession, but they're going to have to be a little more sure-handed.
Yeah, for sure, because another costly one, as the one before, they were on the goal line, and that knocked them out of scoring position. They weren't able to come up with any points. Now this one bringing up a big 4th down. And if I'm Tates Creek, I'd be looking out for the potential fake also. Let's see, it looks like they do have some safe men lined up in the box.
Now we get a timeout. So it'll be a timeout called by Tates Creek. That comes with 6:36 to go, 7-6. GRC leading Tates Creek here in this playoff game at Tates Creek High School. We'll be right back on Glycon.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
So back now on 4th down, and Tates Creek hustles his defense back out on the field as GRC, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like
trying to draw them off, and did they do it?
And that's just a costly penalty right there. You have him backed up to about a 4th and 4.
So 1st down for GRC. And that'll be at the 41-yard line. That's one way to get the 1st down, but it's a 1st down. Snap to Nestor. He keeps and heads up the right side, and short gain for him.
Yeah, and that quarterback power has been a play that's really worked well for GRC here tonight, as Nestor's able to hit the hole with a lot of power.
Yeah, Nestor 852 yards rushing and 10 touchdowns coming into the ball game. 5'10", 180-pound junior. Ball now at the 47-yard line. A 2nd down and 4 coming up from the 47 for GRC. They send Ed and Cecil to the right side and Morris to the left, but they are mostly on the ground tonight. Here is the snap. And I think it was Davidson who went in there.
Yeah,
he's close to a 1st down.
And this is the kind of drives that GRC likes. They like these slow, methodical drives that leaves that Tates Creek offense on the sideline.
Yeah, we're down to 5.5 to go in the second quarter. A third down play coming for GRC. Third down and 1, right at midfield. Nestor takes it. He's going to try to get that yardage himself, but he's going to be pushed back, and they'll be set up with another fourth down play.
Yeah, let's see if they decide to go for it right here. I feel like they would, the way that Coach Tirico's called the game tonight.
Devon Flowers with the stop for Tates Creek. He's had 81 tackles on the year, 50 of them solo. 5.5 tackles for loss, and that was a big one there. So fourth down for GRC. 4th and 3. Nestor takes it, hands off. He's close to the first down, Davidson is, but I don't think he got there.
Yeah, it looks like it's just short. Looks like he's right at the midfield line. I think Tates Creek was able to come up with a big stop right there.
And the Commodores celebrate, and they will have a first down near midfield as they stop the Cardinals on 4th down.
Yeah, and this Tates Creek defense has really stepped up here tonight. They have averaged 31 points per game so far in the season. So far able to hold this GRC offense to 7 points in the half.
They'll take over with 4:07 to go in the second.
This is the number 8 rush defense in 6A, though. Tates Creek allowing 97 yards per game.
And both teams will have some material for the halftime talk, some things that they can improve on, but it's been a really competitive game so far, as we thought it might be. And a whistle as we had some movement. Tates Creek coming in at 4-6. GRC at 5-5 on the year. GRC lost all of its district games. Tates Creek won all of theirs. But we saw, looking at GRC's season, they had lost by some very decisive scores, but also did some good things this season. So you almost don't know what to expect in going into postseason play. But here they are competing hard tonight.
Sure, and I just wanted to see how this game would start to pan out as, again, these are two completely different teams. As you see, Tates Creek is very pass-heavy and GRC is very run-heavy. So GRC bringing more pressure.
Burnside fires out to the right. Got his man, Tristan Taylor, at the 47, gets away, gets to the 46, and finally they get some help there. And Belcher was there, along with Nestor.
And hitting Taylor right there on the out route, and that seems to be Burnside's go-to guy so far here in the first half. Really a safety net. Whenever they're backed up in the sticks, he's been the guy that's come up with some big plays.
The ball at the 47-yard line, second down for Tates Creek. Evans in the backfield along with Burnside. Cooper in motion, the handoff to Evans, looking for room right up the middle. Hit by several Cardinals and finally brought down. Trips Cecil in on the play along with Thompson.
And not much of a gain there, but able to bring it to a third and very manageable here for the Tates Creek offense.
It'll be 3rd and about 4 now from the 43-yard line. Tates Creek in GRC territory. Cardinals lead it 7-6. In the second.
And a guy whose name we haven't called tonight yet, Luke Cooper. I'm ready to see when he's going to start getting involved in this offensive game plan.
Here's the snap. Burnside looking. Now he's going to run to his right. And dodges a man at the 40. Gets to the 35 and down toward the 30-yard line and out of bounds. Scotty Mitchell got him. But a nice gain for Burnside.
Burnside not much of a runner, but very well and able to when he does need to make a play. And as we've seen right there, he's able to extend the play and keep this Tates Creek offensive drive moving.
Ball is at 31-yard line now in GRC territory. Commodores trying to get a score that would put them in front before halftime. Snap, Burnside looking and firing down the right side, and that one is picked off at about the 15-yard line. Comes up to the 20, 25, 30, and down the sideline. That is Hayden Cecil. Cecil stopped at about the 47-yard line, so a big play on the defensive side by GRC.
Not really sure what Burnside was looking at right there in the pass, just a little bit behind Luke Cooper, although he had a man underneath and a man over top, trying to fit it in a tight window and just put it behind this guy and had to pay the price for that one.
Hayden Cecil made the interception and brought it back up near midfield. And now the Cardinals will have it again as we're down to 2:20 to go before halftime. Tates Creek was really on the move there, but the pick has turned it around. The snap to Nestor, and now here is striker Davidson, finds some room through the right side, gets down to about the 45, across the 45 to about the 43, and that'll be a first down.
And he does a good job just running right through those arm tackles right there and able to pick up a nice first down gain. And this is a GRC team that's going to be in a little bit of hurry-up mode to try to score here before halftime.
Ready to go with the next play, and it'll be striker Davidson again. Some running room through the right side. Gets down to about the 40, but was there a loose ball? No, they're signaling he was on the ground before the fumble occurred. And so GRC will retain possession.
Yeah, I think he was down. Good tackle right there by Rikus Greer, though, bringing him down to the ground.
40-yard line is where they'll spot that one. Second down. Cardinals will be looking at 2nd and 6. Clock at 1:35 in the second quarter.
And you got to think that they'll start to resort to some sort of pass here if the clock isn't on their side.
And movement there on the part of GRC. So that'll push him back. Well, these teams are going to look at some missed opportunities when they get to halftime and try to clean things up for the second half, but it is going to be very much anybody's ball game at halftime.
Yeah, for sure. And again, it's a lot of costly mistakes here from both teams in the first half. A big turnover from Burnside on the last possession. Seeing a botched snap from GRC in the red zone. Just mistakes you got to clean up if you want to be a championship level team.
And they send Martin to the right, Morris to the left. Second down play. And it is Nestor. Nestor gets away, goes down the right sideline, and he is at the 10-5 and touchdown.
Yeah, again, just breaking through those arm tackles at Tates Creek, and you just got to do a better job tackling, especially when you have a guy like that that's just running right through the defense. And Braylon Nestor, a very good runner. He's a guy you have to really put a body on.
Braylon Nestor with the score. That makes it 13-6 GRC. They get ready to try the extra point.
The good thing for Tates Creek is there is still 56 seconds left, which is plenty of time to drive the ball down and get some sort of points on the board.
Levi Ross with the kick. It is good, and you see the Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown to put GRC up 14-6. Comes with 56.2 to go in the second quarter, and an excellent run by Braylon Nestor. And you don't give up till the whistle blows.
Yeah, for sure. Braylon Nestor, again, just running right through that Tates Creek defense, just not doing a good job breaking down and making tackles.
So now it's an 8-point lead for the Cardinals. Playing here at Tates Creek tonight. Tates Creek with the home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs here in 2025. And the Cardinals, after a 5-5 season that saw them take some bad losses, but now here they are in the playoffs and have carved out a 14-6 lead. And as we mentioned, each team can figure out some ways that they can do some things better. But it's, even when you've had some setbacks in the first half, it's going to be really nice to go to the halftime with a lead.
For sure.
Well, we'll see the kickoff here in the final minute of the first half. It'll be Wyatt Jackson to do the kicking for GRC. Tristan Taylor is the deepest man for the Commodores. And there is the kick. Get a whistle.
Looks like it may have been offsides on GRC.
Mm-hmm. So things are stopped with 56.2 to go in the second quarter. So now they'll walk it back, and it'll be Wyatt Jackson to do it again. Now Taylor, the deep man, is up around his 16-yard line. Not a lot of deep kicking going on, though, tonight.
Yeah, this will help this Tates Creek offense, though. They have a long field to drive with 56 seconds left.
Now this one bouncing along at the 40, 35-yard line, and it's loose down there. And GRC had a man close to it. Did they get it?
And it looks like GRC does
Looks
recover.
like they did, yeah.
And Tates Creek really just having a meltdown here at the end of this quarter. They just need to get out of this half. They need to hold this GRC team to no points, because that could make it a two-possession game going into halftime. It can completely change everything.
So they'll line up at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for GRC. And if they could stick one in here, this would be a huge score before halftime. But just 51.1 seconds to go before halftime.
If you're Tates Creek, you really need to make sure you're tackling and wrapping up on this possession as well.
Snap to Nestor, rolling right. He's going to throw this time, puts it up in the air, got a man out there, and that's going to be good for the touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think there was a better time to pull out the pass than right there. Again, it's the first pass of the game. You've been just run, and then just catch the Tates Creek defense off guard and hit them with a deep pass right there. And a good catch from Hayden Cecil, and also some good run after the catch. And again, just things unraveling here for Tates Creek, as you've seen, had them in a third down situation and give up the big run for a touchdown, and then you give up the muffed kickoff on kickoff return, and then give up a touchdown after that.
So we'll get Ross on to try the extra point. And I think our scoreboard just went blank. So we may have a delay here while we see if we can get that straightened out. So again, a huge play by GRC that time, and Hayden Cecil with the catch, and At that time, as you said, you get a little bit of deception on your side when you've been running it the entire ball game, and then you can put one up. And they had a man behind the defense.
Yeah, and Tates Creek just not ready at all for that one.
20-6 is the score, and they'll be trying for 21 here momentarily. That was a Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown, and you're watching us on Glycod tonight.
I don't think it was on the right.
So we're trying to get the scoreboard repaired here, but this would, as we said, would be a big blow if GRC could get in there for a touchdown, and they actually did do that. And although they're not generally the big play type of team, but they pulled it out at the right time, as you said. And if you get a little bit of deception on your side, you can get some big things done, and they executed on both ends of that play.
They did perfectly, just caught the defense napping right there.
We got the score back up. We're trying to find the time now to put on the scoreboard clock. We had a little bit of a delay here. Let's see if they'll end up keeping it on the field. But
Yeah, and we'll try and figure it out at halftime. I'll shut the breaker off and then put it back.
I think we're going to do a reboot. Sounds like KJ. So we'll try that as we're nearing halftime. So try to get to halftime with the time kept on the field, and then see what we can do during the halftime period and see if the problem can be straightened out with the scoreboard. But they got the score up there. And great news for GRC right now at 20-6. And the snap is bobbled, and there will be no extra point. It'll be 20-6. In favor of GRC. 40.1 is the time that is up on the scoreboard right now. So this pass play has put GRC in front by 14, and now that changes your halftime message a little bit, doesn't it? We saw a 7-6 game for much of this first half, and that's anybody's ball game, and maybe not so many adjustments that you might do. Now you got to think about it a little bit. You're down 2 scores.
Yeah, for sure. And just been a common theme here tonight, too. Just a lot of botched snaps, and again, see if those can start to come back and haunt you at the end.
Mm-hmm. So it'd be Wyatt Jackson to do the kicking for GRC. Kristen Taylor back deep. We've seen some different kind of action on the kickoffs tonight, so we'll see what Jackson does this time. Short one again, and picked up, and that is Lazare Warren.
Looks like it may have been another fumble here on the kickoff. And again, things are just coming out terribly here for Tates Creek team, just completely unraveling. The second turnover on a kickoff, and just went from a 7-6 game to a 20-6 game, potentially even wider gap.
Yeah, Warren had that one and knocked loose, and GRC with the recovery. And so now the Cardinals have 36 seconds to try to do something else with it.
And if you're Tates Creek, you just want to get out of this half. Things starting to turn out disastrously for them.
They send Cecil to the right. Had the big catch a few moments ago. Now they're adjusting the play as they look to the sideline. And Gunnar Martin in motion, the throw right at his feet. Be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looks like they were looking for Gunnar Martin on the play.
Yep. Second down, and I guess we'll call that one an incomplete pass. We're going to line up where we did. At the 42-yard line, second down. 10 for GRC.
And again, you see Tates Creek with no safety help at all over top. Don't want to get beat for another deep pass.
And it'll be Nestor taking it, and he is hit hard as he comes to the line of scrimmage. And he is stopped there on a big tackle by Sean Taylor.
Yeah, Sean Taylor doing a good job coming down from that linebacker position and putting a good hit on Nestor that time.
So a timeout for GRC. That's with 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. A 20-6 lead on the board for the Cardinals. And to squeeze something out of these final seconds, and numerous opportunities for GRC as a result of Tates Creek being just unable to secure that football.
Yeah, and Tates Creek, they'll be lucky if they're able to not give up any points on this drive here, and that'd be really big as Tates Creek does get the opening kickoff to start the second half.
Mm-hmm. Tates Creek with the advantage in the series since 1998. Tates Creek has won 16 of these meetings, GRC 9. Commodores have won the last 2. GRC's last win came in 2019, September 6th of that year. They won 34-28 at GRC, leading tonight by 14 as we close in on halftime. Third down play coming. And a whistle stops the action. So from the 42. Braylon Nestor takes it and then throws downfield, and that one is picked off at the 30, 35, at the 40. And going to be pushed out of bounds over there. The interception made by Nazir Sanford. Returns it to near midfield, and with 5.9 seconds to go, the turnover gives it back to Tates Creek.
Looks like GRC was trying to do a little bit of trickery again right there, and good job right there by Sanford just playing coverage and staying back and picking that one off, giving his team a chance to at least throw a Hail Mary here before halftime.
They're at the 46-yard line.
I feel like this has been the last minute of a football game.
All right, here we go for Tates Creek now as they line up Evans out to the right. And Burnside has it. And he's going to throw over the middle. That's Taylor who made the catch. He crosses the 40, gets to about the 38-yard line, and time has run out at the end of the first half. And the score at the end of the first half of play is GRC 20 and Tates Creek 6. And we'll come back and begin our halftime report in just a moment on Glycod.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. you can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryant Road in Lexington.
Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones back with you from Tates Creek High School. Kevin Maldonado is our producer and Isaac Shoemaker our camera operator tonight. And we have seen George Rogers Clark open up a 20-6 lead here at halftime. KJ taking advantage of some bobbles on the part of Tates Creek and then striking for a couple of late scores there in that second quarter. And they've opened up a 14-point lead.
Yeah, they have. Just really a lot of mistakes there for Tates Creek. This could have easily been a 14-6 game or potentially even 7-6 game, and things just unraveled. Seen a couple of missed tackles. They give up a touchdown and then 2 bobbled snaps on kickoff return. So luckily it's only 20-6 game right now.
And looking at the numbers, thanks to our friends at WL Stats for providing numbers for us tonight with GRC on top 20-6. You look at that rushing yardage, and GRC is doing what they usually like to do, and they're really grinding it out. 25 carries, 181 yards. Tates Creek, 7 carries for just 28 yards. And, of course, the Commodores are more likely to go by air, but that's a big difference right there.
Yeah, it is. And, I mean, the stats show these teams are playing exactly to their identity. GRC with more rush yards than Tates Creek with more pass yards than GRC. So, again, this is exactly who these teams are, and the game is shaping out just that way.
Anything else jump out at you on the stat sheet here? We see Stryker Davidson, 10 carries for 103 yards in the first half. So that's a great first half for Davidson. Nestor with 75. So they've been very strong on the ground, as we pointed out, but those 2 individuals leading the way.
Yeah, both those guys really good runners and really putting the team on their back. And, I mean, again, this is who these guys are. Stryker Davidson, their main guy, averaging 10.3 yards per carry. Started the game off with that long 47-yard run. And I think that's really what got this GRC offense going.
And, of course, that offensive line up front doing the job for GRC. Among the regulars for GRC on the O-line, Gibson, Colton, Flynn, Ogle, and some others in there as well. And the Cardinals have carved out a 14-point lead here at halftime. And we'll come back in just a moment as we continue at halftime and give you our scoring summary. But it's 20-6. That's the score at halftime. GRC leading the host Tates Creek Commodores. We'll be right back on Glycod.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town, it's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive, we are leaders in customer care.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local, a locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at Tates Creek High School, a couple of other scores from playoff action tonight in 6A. Bryan Station leading Lafayette in the first half, 12-0. Defenders on top. And in the first quarter tonight in 5A, Woodford County over Boone County, 13-0. That in the first. And a look at the first half scoring summary in our game tonight, presented by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today. Visit carpenters.com for more information. And KJ, we got started on the scoring tonight. First quarter, 3:20 to go in the first quarter. It was Braylon Nestor with a 1-yard run for GRC. Levi Ross added the kick. It was an 8-play, 47-yard drive, 4:29 off the clock, and that put GRC up 7-0, and that was a nice grinded-out drive for GRC.
Yeah, it was, and I think it set the tone for them. Braylon Nestor really doing a lot of big runs, and then finally able to break that one to the outside after you broke one before that. And again, I think that kind of opened up the playbook for them of getting to the outside.
And then in the second quarter, the rest of the scoring done in the second quarter, as GRC took that 7-0 lead in the first. 10:16 to go in the second. It was J.T. Cooper, a nice catch and a nice throw from Darnell Burnside, 18-yard touchdown pass. They failed on the extra point that time. 9-play, 64-yard drive for Tates Creek. That really tightened things up at 7-6. Again, they missed on the extra point, but Tates Creek was right in the middle of things at that time with that play.
Yeah, and it was good for him to get that ball to Cooper right there, too. Again, they had just got pushed back after a big-time penalty of intentional grounding, and then, again, Cooper able to come up with that big touchdown pass right there and bring the game back closer.
And late in the second quarter, GRC struck twice, 56 seconds to go. Braylon Nestor, a 45-yard run. Levi Ross with the kick, a 3-play, 55-yard drive. And at a minute and 29 off the clock, and put GRC up 14-6. And Nestor that time broke through some arm tackling, you said, and continued on his way down the right sideline.
Yeah, he did. It was just poor tackling. It had been poor tackling all drive for Tates Creek, and then finally Nestor was able to break through for a big one. Again, it was like a gang of Tates Creek defenders right there, but just unable to bring them down. And that was kind of when things started to unravel for Tates Creek. And again, that long minute of the second quarter.
And then just 14 seconds of playing time later, on 42 seconds to go for GRC, they struck again after recovering a fumble, and Hayden Cecil on a 37-yard pass from Braylon Nestor. Levi Ross again attempting the extra point, but that one was no good. And the one-play drive with just 15 seconds coming off the clock made it 20-6. And that last minute or so took quite a while to play, as we saw exchange of possession and then resulting in a GRC touchdown on the pass. It's not something they do a great deal, but they pulled it out of the hat at the right time.
Yeah, I think it was 2 touchdowns and 3 turnovers in that last minute. As you see, Braylon Nestor scored that touchdown, then they kick it and get the kickoff back. Then you see Hayden Cecil score, then they get the kickoff back again, then they throw a pick to Tates Creek. So just a lot of things unraveling there in that last minute of action.
And it left us with a 20-6 score at halftime. GRC on top of Tates Creek. That's a look at our first half scoring summary presented by Carpenters Local 1650. Build your winning career today. Visit carpenters.com for more information. We'll take our final halftime break. Be back in just a moment and get ready for the start of the second half here on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers will tame any terrain with advanced engineering and American-made steel.
Home on the range.
Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Back at Tates Creek High School, Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones, a 20-6 lead on the board for GRC here at halftime. We've talked about numerous mistakes and bobbles. Those are things that obviously get covered at halftime, but what else do you think these coaches are talking about as they give the messages to their teams before they come back out?
For GRC, I think that they've played a pretty good game. They're winning the time of possession almost double what Tates Creek has, and I think that's the game plan when you play the type of offense that they have. Still could clean up a few things, and as far as Tates Creek, really just self-inflicted wounds, just a lot of costly mistakes that have put them in the place that they are right now. This could easily be a 7-6 game right here, but again, just some missed tackles. We've seen some bobbled snaps. We've seen an interception from Burnside when you're trying to force it into some coverage. So, again, it's a lot of self-inflicted wounds, but they're right here in this game, and if they clean it up, this is a high-powered offense with a lot of weapons. They can get right back in this game.
Yeah, they are a team that's built to come from behind if they need to, so they are not by any means out of this game, but no doubt they're very disappointed with how that last couple of minutes of the first half went as GRC is able to build it up to a 20-6 lead. Striker Davidson, again, 10 carries, 103 yards for George Rogers Clark. Braylon Nestor, 10 carries, 75 yards. Landon Belcher, also 18 rushing yards for the Cardinals tonight. And passing, well, he was 1 for 2, Braylon Nestor was. And he had for a 37-yard pass at a touchdown. And that part of the GRC attack in this first half. We've got time for, let's get in one more break before we start the second half here at Tates Creek. We'll come right back to the start of the second half here on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers will tame any terrain with advanced engineering and American-made steel.
Home on the range.
Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back for the start of the second half. Tates Creek and GRC with the Cardinals leading 20-6 here at Tates Creek High School as we open playoff action for these two teams in 2025. If you own a business and would like to find out more about corporate partnerships on Glycod and our free-to-watch high school athletics platform, please drop us a note at info@glycod.com. We're getting set for the second half kickoff as the officials scatter to their assignments. Again, referee tonight, Ryan Whitford. The umpire, Kenny Goodman. The linesman, Cameron Abel. The line judge, Kevin Bruce. And the back judge is Darren Bray. So a tall order now for the Tates Creek Commodores. Again, we talked about their high-powered offense. They're certainly a team that can make a come-from-behind effort, but they are in need of one right now as they trail by 14 here at the half, 20-6. Tristan Taylor goes back to receive this kickoff to start the second half, and Commodores do get the ball. And as you said, KJ, that's an important thing now. Trailing by 14, they need to get something going.
Yeah, a big decision right there to defer the ball to the second half at the coin flip, and again, turned out to be a very good decision here as we see Tristan Taylor, who's made a lot of big plays here tonight, back to receive the ball.
And the kick comes to Taylor. In fact, it gets by him back down by the 10-yard line. He circles back, comes upfield, gets to the 30-yard line, and then breaks away, still on his feet, and he's up to the 40.
That's some strong running, and that's really been the strong suit here tonight for Tates Creek. Him and J.T. Cooper have really been the big play guys.
Well, that time it looked like Taylor was pretty well surrounded, but he broke through. He's got some outstanding speed and just about broke it into the clear. But he does give his team excellent field position at the 40-yard line. That's where their start in the second half.
And I'd really like to see Tates Creek play some complimentary football here in the second half and get B.J. Evans going also.
So Luke Cooper to the left side for the Commodores, J.T. Cooper to the right. And the first play from scrimmage in the second half. Burnside takes it, hands it to Evans. He bounces off some players, tries to get to the outside, and is going to be stopped at about the 43-yard line.
And every time he gets the ball, he's swarmed by just about the whole GRC defense. It's Tates Creek offensive line needs to do a better job holding their blocks out there and giving Evans some room to run.
And Rayburn and Thompson in on the stop.
And Evans, they're able to pick up a gain of 3, but had to do a lot of work for those 3 yards.
So from the 43 now, 2nd down 7 for the Commodores. Burnside has it, steps back, and now takes off to his right, still looking and firing downfield. And that was trying for Luke, or rather JT Cooper on the right side.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking for him on a comeback route right there. And again, his brother Luke just yet to even have a target yet tonight. I'd like to see him get mixed in there as well.
So that'll set up 3rd and 7 now from the 43-yard line for Tates Creek. The Coopers on opposite sides as they usually are. Luke down to the bottom of your screen on the left. Now Evans shifts out that way. And here is Burnside firing hard toward the right side and couldn't connect with Taylor that time.
Yeah, Taylor's really been the safety net there for Burnside tonight, and looks like he was looking for him on the under route, but just unable to haul the pass in right there. Not sure if he would have got the 1st down, but definitely would have made it a little bit of an easier 4th down to convert.
Having Cecil back for GRC. He is at the 24-yard line. And Luke Cooper back to do the punting for Tates Creek, standing on his 30.
An excellent defensive possession here for GRC to start off the 2nd half. I think this is exactly what Coach Chirico wanted his guys to do.
Now Luke Cooper looking to throw, and he is going to throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and really a questionable call right there, because even if he got it to his guy, it looks like he was looking for Rikus Greer. Not sure if he would have picked up the 1st down there. And also just where you're at in your own territory, not really sure I like the call there to go for it.
Yeah, they took the gamble and came up empty on it, so it'll be GRC taking over.
And a lot of their drives are started with some excellent field position as they're starting on the, looks like 43-yard line or 44-yard line on this possession.
GRC with an opportunity as Nestor gets ready to take that snap. Got Belcher there beside him. So we'll get a flag.
And again, it looks like a little bit of the same from the 1st half, just costly mistakes, just hurting Tates Creek. Again, you already give them the ball on your own 44, now you give them a 5-yard penalty because of 12 men on the field, and you're playing right into GRC's hands. Again, this is a team that likes to put together slow, methodical drives and run the clock down, and this is exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah, 1st and 5, so they'll just keep it on the ground. Here's Belcher out to the left, finds some room out there. Got a 1st down and more, and down inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and then getting to that outside, just a weakness in the Tates Creek defense. Just haven't been able to contain the edge, and you see Belcher right there getting to the outside and exploiting it.
Landon Belcher running hard and putting the Cardinals in business. Had him at the 29-yard line. Trying to extend a lead that already stands at 20-6 over Tates Creek. They'll send Cecil to the right, Martin to the left. They're going to running back on either side of Nestor. Belcher takes it again. They've got him this time and wrap him up there. Devon Flowers was there.
Yeah, good job right there.
Damon Griffin also helping out on that tackle, and with under 9 to go in the 3rd quarter.
We've seen this Tates Creek defense step up sometimes and get some big stops. As again, we've seen one right there. Let's see if they can be consistent with it and put together a couple more stops on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd down play. The snap and the give to Davidson. Davidson trying to get around that left side, but a lot of Commodores there to meet him. He does run hard and gets a couple of yards. but he was hit right away.
Yeah, again, just trying to get to that outside, but again, Tates Creek doing a good job again. They're on second down, and they put together 2 stops on first and second. Let's see what they can do here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Taylor and Stump with the stop for Tates Creek. Third down play, third and about 7, third and 8, let's call it. Here's the snap, and it is Davidson bounces off one, but then is thrown to the ground.
Yeah, and it looked like big number 63, Cooper Hepworth, on the tackle right there.
Flag flies in late. The officials will confer on that one. We'll see what transpires here, but Davidson is still down. They're still talking it over. A personal foul against Tates Creek, and it is going to be a first down.
Sounds like a few Tates Creek fans in the crowd not really happy with the call, but again, just another self-inflicted wound, especially when you get them to fourth down, then you get a personal foul call.
So we're waiting resumption of action following the penalty, and now the ball's spotted at about the 14-yard line.
Tates Creek is winning this game, but this seems to be more of a game that, I mean, GRC is winning the game, but it seems to be more of a game that Tates Creek is losing just with so many mistakes that are just hurting them.
That looks like as they line up for this next snap, that is Davidson prepared to take it. And he is going up the middle and met by several Commodores as he does. A short gain for striker Davidson. It may have been Nestor that was that Nestor that was shaken up on the play? He went to the sideline.
Yeah, I wasn't even sure exactly who it was.
They'll run this play from the 12-yard line. Clock running with just over 7 minutes to go in the third. And a 14-point lead on the board for GRC.
You can see the GRC really just cruising, just really being lax out there. They really have control of this game, especially if they get another touchdown here.
Snap again to Davidson. Straight ahead he goes. He's inside the 10.
Davidson really been the workhorse tonight between the tackles with some strong running.
Miles Hayward given credit for the stop for Tates Creek. So now a third down situation. Third about 4.
And GRC 0 for 5 on third downs in the first half. Let's see if they can convert here.
Ball at the 8. Nestor, who's back in there. Hands off again across the 5, now to about the 3 is Davidson.
Again, just strong running between the tackles. If it's not broke, don't fix it, and just keep feeding the ball right between there. I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to the same play here.
Yeah, that's been a great formula for them. Now here is Davidson leaving the lineup. Nestor.
And again, if Tates Creek gives up a score here, it could start to get really scary because this is a team that's been moving the ball really well down the field and using a bunch of clock.
Now the snap. Nestor's going to keep it, looking for room, heading for the goal line. He's in. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, looks like maybe a unsportsmanlike after, but yeah, just keep feeding it right up the middle, then break it to the outside for the nail in the coffin.
That comes with 5:18 to go in the third quarter. Let's see if we're going to negate this one. Waiting for the signal. It is a touchdown. And then the unsportsmanlike. So, but the 6 points are good. So it's 26-6 now in favor of GRC. That's a Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown and puts the GRC Cardinals up by 20. They'll go for 21 right here. It'll be Ross to do the extra point kicking for GRC. Gunnar Martin to hold. And the kick on its way. No good. Missed it. And that leaves the score at 26-6 with 5:18 to go in the third quarter. It's a 20-point lead for GRC, and we'll come right back on Glycod.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
26-6 the score, KJ. The GRC power on the ground is telling a tale tonight.
Yeah, it is. You're seeing the two tails of football, the run versus the pass, and it seems like the run is winning this battle here tonight.
GRC prepares to kick it off. Of course, the penalty will be assessed. So the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line for the Cardinals to kick it off. It'll be Jackson to kick it off. And Tristan Taylor deep for the Commodores. We'll see how deep this one goes. And they cross, and the kick is made from the right side. But Tates Creek is able to get possession. Like Clay Wasson that came across and made the kick.
And this time it beat Tates Creek with excellent field position. And this is really crunch time right here. If you don't get points on this possession here, it's really going to be hard to try to come out with a win here. So let's see if they can execute some good offense here.
5:16 to go, third quarter. And set to go from the 43-yard line. And flags come in as Luke Cooper headed in motion. It'll be a false start against Tates Creek, and they had the excellent field position, but now they're set back a little bit.
Yeah, again, just another costly mistake adding to it. And in the first half, they have 4 penalties for 32 yards, and have just added to the calls here in the second half.
So from the 48, they'll get started. First down and 15. 48-yard line in GRC territory. Luke Cooper in motion. The handoff to B.J. Evans. He crosses midfield and gets to about the 49-yard line before he's stopped.
Yeah, his line just doing him no justice tonight. Every time he gets the ball, he's swarmed by a group of GRC defenders. Just hasn't been able to get too much of a rhythm going back there.
The ball right at the 48. That'll remain at second now and remain at 15. 15 to go for Tates Creek as they send J.T. Cooper to the right, Luke Cooper to the left. At the bottom of your screen is Luke. And the snap to Burnside. He's looking, and throwing. and that one is incomplete. Downfield, trying at about the 40 for Luke Cooper.
Yeah, and that Luke Cooper, that's his first target here tonight, and just again an error throw there from Burnside. So he's trying to hit him across on the in route, but just put it a little bit behind him. Luckily, that one wasn't intercepted as well.
Okay, we get a personal foul call against Tates Creek, and they'll retreat again.
It's already 2nd and 15, and then you add on another 15-yard penalty.
That comes with 4:26 to go in the third, and they'll step the penalty off.
Seems like since that last minute of the first quarter, this team has just started to crumble and fall apart. Just haven't been able to put anything together.
At the 37-yard line.
And now with the 3rd and 30, not too many plays in the playbook to pick up a 3rd and 30.
3rd down, 30 yards to go. Got to get all the way to the 33-yard line in GRC territory. And now with Burnside by himself back there, gets the snap and has a little bit of time. Now has to scramble, running to his right, and then finally has to come to a sliding stop at the 44-yard line.
And Burnside just doing what he could right there to pick up as many yards as he could. But again, that's a steep task to ask your offense to pick up a 3rd and 30 there.
Yeah, you get in a situation like that, you almost have to do what he did, is look for a good spot and hope you get a good punt and try to flip the field a little bit and do better on the next series.
And as we're approaching about 15 minutes of actual game playing time, this is going to be a tall task to ask of Tates Creek punting the ball back to GRC down 20 points.
And the kick is away.
And then just another penalty. These penalty yards are just starting to rack up here for Tates Creek.
Yeah, that was Cecil that had called for the fair catch.
And these are just silly penalties. Just running into the return man. The ball wasn't even close to getting there that time.
Well, he heads to the sideline after taking a hit there. And we'll see where the Cardinals will start. So a penalty against Tates Creek on the interference with the catch as Cecil was back there. Now we'll get another penalty walked off against the Commodores. Done a lot of pacing tonight. Tates Creek, I think you mentioned at halftime, 4 penalties for 32 yards, and that total has jumped here in the third. The snap and the give to Belcher, and he's got some running room through the left side. And Landon Belcher close to a first down.
He's been a very strong runner here tonight whenever he's gotten the ball, and starting to see those holes open up right in the middle of that defense as the Tates Creek defense starts to get tired.
So now in the Tates Creek territory, they're at the 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd and less than a yard for GRC. Snap the give to Belcher again. This time he is met hard and driven back. Barry and Dean with the stop.
Yeah, Barry and Dean, 6'3", 275, and there's nowhere for Belcher to go on that play right there. It's a hard guy to get away from once he's bear hugging you.
3rd down and about 3. They're at the 46-yard line. Cole Rose moving over there and to the right, and they fake the handoff to Morris, and this time it is stopped. as Nestor kept the ball.
And that time
Griffin.
Yeah, Damon Griffin, a guy that's made a lot of big-time tackles there in the backfield tonight, and he seems to be one of the few guys competing there on the defensive side, so I'm trying to get some stops.
We'll see what the Cardinals do here. Got the ball at the 49-yard line in Tates Creek territory, but they've got about 6 to go for the first. And now movement on the front.
Yeah, it looks like it was number 53, Barian Dean, who just came up with that big hit a few plays ago. That time just jumping off sides.
So we'll see what this one is. It is offside against Tates Creek. And they'll step off 5. That still won't be enough for a first down, but it's a whole heck of a lot closer now. Fourth down, and now just about 1 to go for a GRC first down. So Braylon Nestor back into the huddle, and Cardinals come out with a fourth down play, 4th and 1. From the 44. And the handoff straight ahead, first down yardage.
And right.
Striker Davidson on the carry that time.
Yeah, right through the teeth of the defense. And this has been a game of the trenches. Just GRC's won at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Tates Creek with no answers.
Well, first down for the Cardinals at the Tates Creek 39-yard line. Inside the final minute of the third quarter. GRC in no hurry as Trip Cecil comes into the lineup. Cole Rose out, and now Nestor joins the huddle, and out they come for this play with about 15 seconds to go in the third. And the handoff to Belcher. He crosses the 35 down to about the 33. And that's the final seconds of the third quarter running off now. We have come to the end of the third quarter of play with the score, GRC 26 and Tates Creek 6. Back with the start of the fourth quarter in just a moment on Glycod.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back for the fourth quarter here at Tates Creek. 26-6 is the score. GRC leading the homestanding Tates Creek Commodores. And KJ, GRC coming into this ball game with 2 very decisive losses in their last 2 regular season games. They lost to Madison Central 49-0, and then at Douglas they lost on October 24th. 41-7. They were off last week, and they used that off week, it looks like, to good use and put together a nice effort tonight.
Yeah, they did. It's definitely been a good game plan for Coach Tirico, and I think they'll be prepared for their game next week. It's Madison Central that they will play next week, isn't it?
Madison Central, yes, at Madison Central for GRC if they win it. And here's the snap. First play of the fourth quarter goes to Davidson, and he is hit as he crosses the 35 to about the 33-yard line.
Again, that inside zone in a play that's really worked for striker Davidson, and again, it's using a lot of clock, and I think that's going to be a play that we continue to see them go to for the rest of the fourth quarter here. It'll be a pretty hard task for Tates Creek to try to come back on this one, so I'd expect GRC to just go to the run game.
Third down and 3, that's what they like to do most of the time, and this would be absolutely an excellent situation to just stay with it, and it has been working for them. It's Belcher to the left of the quarterback Nestor. Belcher takes it. He hits into the middle and still on his feet, battling for more yardage inside the 25 to about the 23.
Yeah, GRC taking advantage of that poor tackling again right there. And this time it's Belcher running through the defense, picking up the first down.
Belcher with the first down yardage. 23-yard line now, the line of scrimmage. First down for GRC. Tates Creek really needing a stop here, but GRC has been able to just push it down the field. And it's Belcher in there at the running back spot next to the quarterback Nestor. And Nestor bobbles the snap, and it's a loose ball. He had to dive for it.
Luckily able to get back on that one. Again, it's been a common theme here tonight, bobbled snaps from both teams.
Yeah, that went right back into the pack. He was lucky to be able to come back out with it, but GRC retains possession. So second down and 10 for GRC. They come out of that one with no gain, but they do still have the football. Down to 10 minutes now. And the handoff from Nestor to Belcher. Pushes the pile forward.
One of the few times we've seen this defensive line be able to hold them to no gain. Good job collapsing there on Belcher.
Dean again on the stop for Tates Creek. So a third down play coming. And this time 3rd and 8. But when you're down that far, that's obviously 4 down territory. And the clock is their friend too. The snap, and Nestor pitches it out to his right to striker Davidson, crosses the 20 and gets down close to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that time Davidson getting to the outside. Again, they really pounded the ball on the inside, but then occasionally like to go to that outside. And see right there, Davidson on the pitch, picking up some good yards again, just keeping this clock moving.
Now we do get a penalty against GRC, a holding penalty. So that will stall the drive momentarily. Now at the 29-yard line. This will be again a 3rd down play. Third down, and it's at the 29, and they've got to get to the 13. So 16 yards needed. We'll get a timeout for Tates Creek, and we'll take a short break as well and be right back with more football on Glycon.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
26-6, it's GRC in the lead, and Tates Creek calling the timeout there, and Tates Creek is just about out of time and opportunities, KJ, with that 20-point lead on the board.
Yeah, they are. With 8:38 left, it's going to be really tough to come back from down 3 possessions, and this is really just a game that GRC's controlled for just about the whole game, had the opening score, and Tates Creek never able to tie it up or even take the lead as they missed the extra point once they scored the touchdown.
Snap to Nestor, going to keep it himself this time, headed for the marker, and he's got the first down. No, he's not done to the first down, but he's down to about the 20-yard line, behind the chain. So,
yeah, it'll make it a more manageable 4th down to try to convert. And I would assume that Coach Tirico will try to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, they're 4-down territory, of course, and again, the time is on their side, very much so, as we count down toward 8 minutes. Now it's 4th down from the 20. 4th and 7. He's looked to throw and then now just heads straight ahead and slides. Nestor does.
And unable to convert that one and get it back to Darnell Burnside and his offense. Let's see if they can put some more points up on the board here. Only been able to come away with 1 touchdown so far.
They give Hayward credit for the tackle on that one for Tates Creek. So see if the Commodores can get it fired up. 7:41 still to go. And Tates Creek is a team that can score on some big plays. But this is an extremely tall order for them right now as GRC has built up that lead, and now at 26-6. Send Evans off to the left, and Burnside going to throw it. Gets it out to Taylor. Taylor coming on the right side. He's at the 25, close to the 30, crosses the 30 now. Tossed down there by Tripp Cecil. Scotty Mitchell also in on the play for GRC.
And whenever he's gotten the ball in his hands, he's made some highlight plays tonight. I'd like to see them utilize him a little bit more. Again, this Tates Creek team with a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball just haven't been able to put it together here tonight.
So they're up to the 33-yard line. 1st down for Tates Creek. You send Hale out to the left toward the top of your screen. Now Taylor in motion, and Burnside retreats and now has to fire it back toward his right.
Yeah, looked
knocked down.
Looked like he was looking for his guy B.J. Evans. The pressure just got there too fast and unable to get it over top of the defense.
Cody Gibson with the defensive play for GRC. Cardinals with the man in the right place. So 2nd down 10 now, still at the 33. Clock stopped at 6:56. Send Luke Cooper wide left. Burnside in the backfield by himself. And takes it. And looking, and he's going to fire long downfield. J.T. Cooper in the mix. So was Luke.
Yeah, and look
incomplete. They both arrived at the same spot.
Yeah, it looks like the twins were there at the same time. Both want the ball and actually ended up running into each other. So Burnside just threw that one up.
So now a 3rd down and 10 play for Tates Creek at the 33. They're trying to get it going, but it just hasn't worked tonight, and GRC, of course, has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, really played some excellent secondary coverage tonight and just took away all those deep shots. They just played that cover 2 defense and kept everything in front of them.
This time Evans in the backfield next to Burnside. Taylor on the move, And now he fires out to the left side to Luke Cooper, who makes a nice move to get around a man, gets up to the 45, close to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and I think that's actually Luke Cooper's first reception of the game here. Able to take the screen pass and pick up the first down there.
So Tates Creek on the move now. First down comes with 6:35 to go. 48-yard line is the line of scrimmage now. Tates Creek still in its own territory. And Luke to the left and JT to the right. JT toward the bottom of your screen. Burnside again wants to throw, fires quickly out to the right to JT Cooper. He is met by Davenport and then driven out of bounds. Cole Rose on the play for GRC.
Yeah, running the same play, it looks like just the opposite side to the opposite brother, and this time it's JT catching the ball.
So a whistle and a timeout for Tates Creek. That comes with 5:53 to go, 26-6 the score. GRC on top. We'll take a timeout too and be right back on Glycod.
Watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at Tates Creek High School, Tates Creek has just called the timeout, and we've got 5:53 to go in this game, and time running out on the Commodores' season, it would appear. They have been able to move a little more successfully on this drive, but there's a lot of ground to make up, KJ.
Yeah, it definitely is. Not very much time to make it up. Only about 6 minutes left here to try to make up a 20-point deficit.
Burnside takes it. Fires across the middle, tried to hit Evans, but he wasn't able to make the catch. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looks like he's just looking for the dump off to his guy Evans right there on the flat route, and I think Evans just took his eye off the ball right there.
So third down and 12, and Commodores facing that situation at the 46-yard line in their own territory.
What? 5:45. 5:45.
They will set the clock, which now going to be set to 5:45, I believe. There it is. And so with 5:45 to go, a 26-6 lead on the board for GRC.
No, stop it. Put it back. 5:45. 5:45. Just said 5:45.
So now 5:45 is what we got left in the ball game, and a third down and just about 12 for Tates Creek. Burnside, a little bit of a high snap, but he's got it. Throws out to the left to Luke Cooper. Has to come back inside. They've got him surrounded over there. And he is brought down after a very short game.
Yeah, and it seems like the only passes they've been able to connect with him on are these short screen passes, just unable to get anything going deep. As for his brother, too, JT, just a lot of underneath routes. And it's going to be hard to try to cut into a lead, only throwing screen passes.
Mm-hmm. They're up to the 49-yard line now, but it's fourth down and 9. They just took their timeout. Tates Creek did. They are out of timeouts now at this point with 5:07 to go in the ball game. 26-6 the score, and we'll take a timeout as well. Be right back with more football on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
26-6 the score, 5:07. That's all that's left now as the two teams come back out to resume action following the Tates Creek timeout. I'm going to give a nod to that GRC offensive line tonight, too. They've been a part of this and helping GRC grind it out and do what they like to do.
Yeah, they have, really creating a lot of big holes for the runners to run through, and we're just pushing this Tates Creek defensive line around.
But now it's Tates Creek with a 4th and 9, and Burnside awaits the snap. He's got it. Looking, and he is going to be dragged down.
And Burnside just nowhere to go. Big
Colton
number 62.
Johns.
Yeah, Colton Johns, 6 foot 250 senior, bringing him down that time. And this Tates Creek offense just a no-show here tonight. Again, just a lot of versatile weapons. Just didn't have any answers for this GRC defense.
GRC will take it over now with just 5 minutes to go in the game, and if they get one of their ground drives going, that may be all they need at this point. So Braylon Nestor, who has been at the helm tonight for GRC, back there again to take the snap. He's got it, hands it off. Into the middle. Not much there, but they got a short gain.
Getting the job done, keeping the ball moving, keeping the clock going.
Landon Belcher with the carry. He's got some tough yards for GRC tonight, and actually a pretty good gain for him. So, well, it's 2nd and 5. 43-yard line is going to be the line of scrimmage. Belcher with some tough yards and the clock on the move, which, of course, is great for GRC as they try to wrap this one up. Snap to Nestor, the give to Belcher. He's down close to the 40-yard line.
And that time Tates Creek coming with a little bit of pressure right there, just unable to get back there quick enough. And then it's running the defense right through the middle.
Yeah, Sean Taylor credited with the stop for Tates Creek, and as you can see, GRC is in absolutely no hurry to run their next play. Clock ticking at 3:35.
And I think if they're able to pick up another first down here, I think they'll be able to just run this clock all the way down.
Nestor ready, and he's going to keep it himself this time. And again, breaks through, and he's down to the 30-yard line, down inside the 30 to about the 25-yard line.
And I think that's been the story of the night, Nestor, just running through those arm tackles again. Tates Creek just having a ton of trouble bringing him down tonight.
Yeah, and there's that first down you were talking about, too. And Nestor broke through. He had a touchdown run earlier tonight. You got to make sure you wrap him up. Easier said than done, but he obviously is going to keep it going. So the clock on the move at 2:48. Nestor rejoins the huddle.
Counting down under 2.5, and
yeah, there's Belcher again, and he crosses the 25 down close to the 20. Under 2 minutes before we run another one. All spotted at the 21-yard line in Tates Creek territory. So GRC will advance. They'll meet Madison Central. They'll travel to Madison Central next week. Tates Creek season will come to an end with a 4-7 mark. Did win all 3 of their district games, though. The snap and the give to Davidson. Looking for room around the right side. Starts to turn the corner. Tried to stay in bounds, but has run out of bounds, but he gets the first down.
Yeah, I think it's one coach would have wanted him to stay in right there, and it's like this clock keep running down.
First down with 1:39 to go. And they'll spot that one at the 13-yard line.
Looks like GRC may be going for another score here. Just try to extend this margin of victory.
It's 26-6 right now. They have led all the way tonight. Once they took the lead in the first quarter. And the snap to Nestor and the give to Davidson. He breaks into the clear, and he's going to go all the way, and he's going to score.
And what is our touchdown right there from Stryker? It's had some real hard running through the Tates Creek defense here tonight.
Davidson makes it 32-6 with 1:34 to go on that run, and now they'll try for the extra point. That's a Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown, and Stryker Davidson doing the honors for GRC and opening that lead up to 26 points. Wyatt Jackson will make it. Levi Ross will try for the extra point. With Martin to hold, the kick is on its way. And got a flag as well.
You know, so it may have been an offsides right there. Tates Creek getting a little antsy.
And we'll see how that plays out as the score holds at 32-6. So we'll see what the final 134 brings, but that one, an extra touchdown for GRC. And after absorbing a couple of really bad losses in the last couple of weeks, they have to feel great about their playoff performance tonight, and they've really dominated from the start tonight.
Yeah, they have. They got off to the early lead and just never looked back. Had some big runs on the first drive, weren't able to capitalize, but they were capitalized on the second drive, and the defense really showed up and showed out tonight. This is a Tates Creek team averaging 24 points per game, and they've been able to hold them to only 6.
Well, the score holding at 32-6. With the point, with the extra point try missed. And I think that was a personal foul on that play.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked they didn't assess it on the extra point and attempt it again.
Well, now here they come back onto the field. So let's see if Levi Ross will be able to give it another try. The GRC will line it up. Their last victory came over Henderson County back on October 3rd. Them 34-14. And since then have lost a close one to Bryan Station and then 2 lopsided ones to Madison Central and to Douglas. Now following the penalties. And sportsmanlike pointed against Tates Creek. Levi Ross will step in, and several minutes later, we'll get another try for the extra point. I think. We'll see. We'll see if we will. He's lined up to do that. So now Martin is in place, and Ross is ready. And the kick. And it is good. And so now it is going to be 33-6 with 1:34 to go in the ball game. And we'll see the kickoff. First, we'll have a short break and come right back with the kickoff on Glycod.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at Tates Creek, and Bryan Station across town leading Lafayette at Lafayette 18-0 after 3 tonight. So lots of playoff action going on around Central Kentucky and all over the state. Of course, a lot of action last night as well. So now following the penalty, it'll be kicked off from the 45-yard line in Tates Creek territory. Just 1:34 to go. So Jackson approaches the ball and kicks it away. There's Tristan Taylor with it. And he makes a couple of moves and then finally is brought down at about the 20-yard line.
That was like maybe shaking up a little bit there at the end. Good return from Taylor, though.
So the Commodores will start. He got to the 21-yard line. That's where they'll start. And Ace Davis takes over at quarterback for these final few plays. Ace Davis has seen substantive action this year. Is 22 of 40, 158 yards. A touchdown. He's a junior. Flag flies as Davis fires out to the left and got his man, Marquise Hale.
Yeah, looked like a little hitch route right there from Hill, and Burnside doing a good job putting the ball on him.
But we get a procedure penalty against Tates Creek, so that'll be brought back.
And this Tates Creek team has just racked up so many penalty yards here in the second half, just penalty after penalty after penalty.
They'll step another one off against the Commodores. They'll take it back to the 16. And they'll have 15 to go for a first down. 1st and 15. Davis at quarterback and Murphy there next to him. Davis fires out to the left, and he's got Taylor, slips a tackle, and then is brought down and actually tripped up as he crossed the 30-yard line.
And they found a lot of success getting Taylor out on those out routes right there, and finding him right there, able to pick up a first down. Actually, just a bit short from the first down, bringing up second.
Second down and short for Tates Creek. Clock running, though. 35 seconds left as they come up to the line.
And this might be the last play of the game here. You see GRC lining up to take hands at the 50.
And now Davis is ready, and he's going to put it in the air, and that one is targeted near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, good catch right there from Luke Cooper.
Luke Cooper out there, yeah.
Had a big second half here, and that'll be a nice way for the senior to go out with a nice contested catch like that.
He did make a nice play. Luke Cooper has caught a lot of them for Tates Creek over his career. 35 catches coming into this game, and the clock has run out. So that play will be the last one of the game, and the final score is GRC 33 and Tates Creek 6. And we'll take a break and come back and begin our wrap-up in just a moment on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools. Your BioGuard dealer, weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Back at Tates Creek High School, where we'll begin our wrap-up tonight, 33-6, the final, as George Rogers Clark wins it over Tates Creek tonight. And the Cardinals move on. Tates Creek season comes to an end tonight, and it came to an end under a grinding ground game by George Rogers Clark, as they had a couple of 100-yard rushers tonight. Striker Davidson credited with 145, and Braylon Nestor, who took the snaps tonight at quarterback, 100 yards net tonight, and 3 touchdowns for Nestor. So the numbers pretty much tell the story as far as how George Rogers Clark got it done tonight.
Yeah, I mean, when you get outrushed 301 to 35 yards, I mean, that's hard to overcome. The run game is what really opens up the offense, and when you give up those many rush yards, it's just hard to overcome something like that.
There's a look at tonight's scoring summary brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. The Cardinals got it started in the first quarter. A touchdown by Braylon Nestor on a 1-yard run. Levi Ross added the extra point. 7-0 GRC. And then Tates Creek got what turned out to be its only score. Second quarter, 10:16 to go. J.T. Cooper, a nice catch on a pass from Darnell Burnside. Pretty good coverage, but they put it in a good spot, and J.T. Cooper made the play on it. They failed on the extra point, leaving the score at 7-6 after the 9-play, 64-yard drive. It looked like at that point we're really in for a really competitive game, but then with 56 seconds left in the second quarter, Braylon Nestor, a 45-yard run, a 3-play, 55-yard drive, consuming a minute and 29 seconds, and it was 14-6 GRC, and they got another opportunity after a fumble on the kickoff return, and they took advantage of that as Haddon Cecil scored on a 37-yard pass from Braylon Nestor. Tonight, Nestor was 1 of 2 on passing tonight, but one of those was a 37-yard touchdown to Haddon Cecil with 42 seconds left before halftime, and that was really where the momentum really began to turn in GRC's favor.
Yeah, right before halftime, after Braylon Nestor broke those tackles and scored the touchdown, it just kind of unraveled for Tates Creek, and they were just never able to recover. Just turnover after turnover and just missed tackles, and then, again, the game just spiraled out of control for them.
5:18 to go in the third then. GRC added another score. Braylon Nestor, a 3-yard run. They did not get the extra point, but it was a 7-play, 43-yard drive, eating 4:37 off the clock, and that made the score 26-6. And then inside the final 2 minutes of the ball game, 1:34 to go in the fourth, Stryker Davidson, a 13-yard run. Levi Ross with the kick after a penalty delayed things for a little while, but they got a second try at the extra point, and he got that one. 6-play, 48-yard drive, 3:26 off the clock, and that turned out to be the final score, 33-6, as GRC wins it over Tates Creek tonight. We've got a lot more to come on our post-game show, so stay with us. We still have the outstanding players to talk about and a look ahead on our Glycod schedule. So stay with us on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at Tates Creek High School as we're wrapping it up following the George Rogers Clark win tonight, 33-6. The Cardinals win it. Let's go with tonight's most outstanding players. They are presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Some good performances tonight, KJ, but we selected a couple as our most outstanding players.
Yeah, tonight for George Rogers Clark, had to go with Braylon Nestor. I mean, the guy had 3 touchdowns, rushed for over 100 yards on 14 carries, averaging 7.1 yards per carry, 45 was his long. I mean, that's just an outstanding game right there. He's really the guy that put the team on his back and really just kind of busted the gates open for them to take off in this game.
Yeah, he had to be the leader out there, and the offense starts with him, and he was just a vital player all night long and broke a long touchdown run, so he provided some highlight plays as well as some steadiness at quarterback.
Yeah, and then tonight for Tates Creek, although they didn't get the win, I had to go with J.T. Cooper. He had the lone touchdown, had a lot more receptions too. Actually had 5 receptions for 30 yards, and again had their one lone touchdown, and they didn't get the win, but he definitely did what he could to help his team out tonight.
So the twins, JT and Luke Cooper, wrap it up for Tates Creek, but they had some highlights tonight, and in particular JT, as you said, with the 5 catches, and those are outstanding players tonight, Braylon Nestor and JT Cooper. Most outstanding players presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. We'll come back and take a look ahead for next week on the playoff schedule here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
Back to wrap things up from Tates Creek High School tonight following the 33-6 win by George Rogers Clark over the Commodores tonight. A couple of other scores, 6A playoffs, Bryan Station over Lafayette 39-0. That's a final. Also a final, Woodford County beat Boone County in 5A action 54-7. And so Bryan Station, by winning, will play next Friday in the second round at Douglas. Douglas won last night over Henry Clay 44-7. And then GRC, by winning this game, will play next Friday against Madison Central, which beat Dunbar last night by a score of 56-0. Again, 33-6 the final here as GRC wins it over Tates Creek. And KJ, any final thoughts on this one?
Just a well-fought battle here tonight. Really good for GRC. They came in with the game plan and really executed it well, and I think they'll be well prepped for that Madison Central game next week.
And that'll do it for us tonight and for our entire Glycod crew. Isaac Shoemaker, our camera operator, Kevin Maldonado, our producer, and for KJ Jones, I'm Keith Elkins. One more time, the final score, George Rogers Clark 33 and Tates Creek 6. Good night from Tates Creek High School on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Man of War Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. New Vista, we see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.